It's all time.
Three. Go to three.
Okay. Wait, we're not doing two?
No, it's an honor.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
3, okay?
Okay.
We need to play faster.
Hold on, let me drink some water real quick. Just like,
Yep.
Alright, hurry, because there are a lot of people watching us.
wow, this is a lot of
They should understand the water.
You should understand that we're down first.
right?
Thank
Yeah, maybe he
That
got
might
scared.
be it.
I don't know.
Alright, it's 9:54. When do we stop playing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, we're
Okay.
doing well. We're doing well.
Well,
Pages.
that sucks.
Yeah, something weird happened there.
Well,
I don't know. We're gonna keep going.
yeah, should we keep playing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's 57.
Yeah.
Alright, we just won't take the repeat.
Yep. Don't take the repeat.
True.
Okay.
Actually, do take the repeat.
Are you going to be able to cover the hymn without him?
Yeah, it'll
The
just
bass trombone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have his part, but
it'll just sound a little bit top heavy, but without it won't have the data.
I can play stuff an octave
As
down.
long as there's some bass.
Yeah, I'll play
Bass
stuff an
line,
octave
the
down.
rest of it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ready? One more. Don't take the repeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stow your stuff under now.
Wow, that was
I think-
a lot of fun.
I think we're
We can probably do like
I think this was the plan.
I don't think so either.
There are advantages to acoustic music.
yeah. Yeah.
Right now
Yeah.
is one of those times we can carry on.
alright.
Do you want more time or?
No, I just let it sit for the moment, unless somebody starts whistling and wants to kill time because of the lighting,
That's true.
right? Then we may turn to you again.
Okay.
So hang in the ready.
All right. Be ready for
Just
16.
leave 16 open.
Yeah.
Do you have Robbie's part on your phone?
Yeah.
Take a look at it and see if you can play it in that octave. If not, don't even worry about it.
Okay. If nothing else, I can just play my part an octave down because it's like high enough that I can do that.
Yeah. It'll just be missing the cool arpeggio part. It's like the best part of the entire hymn.
Wait, you sent them later.
Trumpet stand or something.
Yeah, right. I used to have a trombone stand. It was really nice. I wonder what's happening. This sucks. I hope this doesn't like really delay things.
What, that?
Yeah, look, it says no signal.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's not good.
This is bad luck.
Sorry, class. That one's still working.
Hey, it's
No,
all.
stop downloading the horn part. I don't need that part. Oh, it's back up.
Yeah. Those 1,000-ish scenes will never be shown.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
right.
what if it started from the beginning?
I mean, it's 10 o'clock.
Oh,
It's downloading every single
It should
one
be live,
besides the
though.
tuba part. Why?
We're only paid to play 15 minutes. I'm kidding. I was like, we're only paid to play 15 minutes of music. We charge overtime.
Overtime? That one guy just like walked off the screen.
Yeah.
There he goes.
It'd be really funny if we just saw Robbie walking over with his tuba.
Is that like a live stream of all the seniors
I
walking up?
think it's very nearby. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah,
like
it
right
must
by
be.
Kaplan.
It's gonna download every single part besides the tuba part first.
Oh wow.
At least I have Wi-Fi here.
Yeah, that's true.
Welcome, William and Mary families. As Vice President for Student Affairs and Chair of the Commencement Committee, it is my privilege to announce the arrival of the graduating class of 2016.
Children singing to thee. We honor thee not for our gain, but to Beneath thy trees, within thy halls, dear college, we give praise to thee, to pledge ourselves whatever befalls, to pledge unfailing loyalty. Our hearts are with thee, dear William and Mary, however far we stray. Our noble college, hear us now, thy children sing to thee today. Dear college, old in years and fame, and richly holding honors too, time shall not dull the shining name, whose gleam our songs will then renew. And as is the light, dear William and Mary, will never cease. But each true year rejoice to see thy children's praise to thee increase. We honor thee not for our gain, but to make known thy majesty, thy truth and courage that remain, however harsh the fates may be. As through troublous years, dear William and Mary, our country fought, so thou hast fought, and won and lived to hear thy children singing to thee now. O thou art guardian and our guide, renew our courage every hour, and keep thy spirit by our side, to aid us with its watchful power. Throughout our lives, dear William and Mary, we pledge our loyalty. Dear college, now and evermore, thy children cry, all hail to thee. Beneath thy trees, within thy halls, dear college, we give praise to thee, to pledge ourselves whatever befalls, to pledge unfailing loyalty. Our hearts are with thee, dear William and Mary, however far we stray. Our noble college, hear us now, thy children sing to thee today. Dear college, old in years and fame, and richly holding honors too, time shall not dull the shining name, whose gleam our songs will e'er renew. And as years go by, dear William and Mary, thy fame will never cease. But each new year rejoice to see thy children's praise to thee increase. We honor thee not for our gain, but to make known thy majesty, thy truth and courage that remain, however harsh the fates may be. As through troublous years, dear William and Mary, our country fought, so thou hast fought, and won and lived to hear thy children singing to thee now. O thou art guardian and our guide, renew our courage every hour, and keep thy spirit by our side, to aid us with its watchful power. Throughout our lives, dear William and Mary, we pledge our loyalty. Dear college, now and
of the College of William and Mary. Please join me in welcoming the official party led by our Chancellor, the Honorable Robert M. Yates.
Oh,
magnificent assembly. Graduates, parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, friends, everyone, this is a glorious day. The William & Mary classes of 2016, undergraduate, graduate, professional, have completed their studies, and we're gathered to rejoice. So let's get on with the celebration. In the year 1693, the reigning monarchs of Great Britain, King William and Queen Mary, signed a royal charter authorizing the establishment of a certain place of universal study, or perpetual college of good arts and sciences, to be located on the south side of the York River, to be supported and maintained in all time coming, to be called and denominated forever the College of William and Mary in Virginia. These commitments have been kept through the generations and over the centuries. Members of the college's Board of Visitors are with us. They are vital. Please stand, Board. Also with us is a cohort of the faculty of William & Mary who have nurtured our graduating students. Faculty, please stand. Several years ago, students voted to tax themselves or their parents to provide funding to reward scholarly and teaching excellence. The class of 2016 professor is Laura Ekstrom, Professor of Philosophy. We salute Laura in absentia. 3 honorary marshals are selected by the senior class for today's exercises. This is a special distinction. Please stand, Marshals Ginger Ambler, Vice President for Student Affairs, Shanta Hinton, Assistant Professor of Biology, Hannah Rosen, Assistant Professor of History and American Studies, Six new honorary alumni of William & Mary were celebrated yesterday. Honorary alumni are people who didn't actually attend William & Mary, but have since developed great affection for the university and supported it in myriad ways. They are John Daly, Michael Fox, Bob Glassell, Sharon and Joe Muscarelli, and Deb Spern. Please stand, honorary alumni. As we all know, William & Mary has had chancellors in the English tradition since 1693. We've enjoyed an especially brilliant run of chancellors in recent years, including, and I love the list, Chief Justice Warren Burger, Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor, and now our own alumnus, Robert M. Gates. Bob Gates, as we all know, is the former head of the CIA, former Secretary of Defense for 2 presidents of different political parties. His career in the service of our country has been the stuff of legend. Chancellor Gates.
The class of 2016, congratulations. Earning a William and Mary degree is no small feat. You have completed one of the most rigorous educations in the world. Well done. A small historical footnote, the first chancellor of the college after independence was George Washington. And all I can tell you is he wouldn't have been caught dead in this outfit. To the parents and family of the class of 2016, congratulations. You have much of which to be proud and much to celebrate. With the last tuition check having cleared, you may be contemplating newly acquired disposable income. Forget it. The National Bank of Mom and Dad is still open. To Coach Ellis and Mr. Bridgeland, congratulations on your well-deserved honors. This commencement is the 51st since my own in 1965. William and Mary is brutal about the passage of time. You vibrant graduates are entering the young guard. My classmates and I have been ushered into the old guard. But William and Mary does have a deep appreciation of things with a few years under their belts. Maintaining William and Mary's timeless values amid all the pressures facing higher education today requires sustained leadership, people that are in it for the long haul. And we are fortunate here at William and Mary to have those kind of leaders. To Taylor and the board, thank you for all that you do for William and Mary. Likewise, each of us bears a responsibility to nurture our alma mater, the alma mater of a nation, and ensure it thrives for all time coming. As your time at William and Mary draws to a close, know that it is insufficient to do well in life. You must also do good. You graduate in an election year in which some of the rhetoric is ill-informed at best. Be better than that. You graduate in a time when many treat those with viewpoints differing from their own with anger and disgust. Be more tolerant and open than that. You graduate in a time when our communities, our country, and our world hunger for real leadership, the kind seeking to overcome our common problems rather than shrink from them. Be engaged, be courageous, be a leader. The powerful belief that each of us should find ways to serve the greater good remains the very core of a William and Mary education. It is the hallmark of a William and Mary graduate, and it is our institution's greatest tradition. That tradition is now yours to uphold. Congratulations, and God bless you.
Since 1756, when Benjamin Franklin was awarded an honorary Master of Arts, William and Mary has recognized lives of powerful accomplishment through the conferral of honorary degrees. Today we celebrate two marvelous honorary degree recipients, John Bridgeland and Jim Ellis. A written account of their glories appears in the commencement program, allegedly on page 6. Proving that even ancient universities can learn new practices and tricks, we are going to principally extol our honorary degree recipients today by video, not by the spoken word, though there will be some spoken words. Following a video about each of our honorary degree recipients, Rector Stottlemyre and Chancellor Gates will award the honorary degree. Roll a video.
You know, when I think about American history and some of, they called America's best idea was in the middle of the industrial age to put large tracts of land into federal custody for the protection of all time for future generations. And now we have 401 units of the National Park System. That idea came from citizens all over the country that believe so passionately in an idea.
Bridge is such a devoted member of the William & Mary community. To speak about his accolades is to speak about his personhood, creating opportunities so that individuals might forge their own path of service, so that groups may work toward a common goal. That is defining of Bridge's actions. Bridge's list of activity and accomplishments is the desire of any public servant. Chief of Staff to a U.S. Senator, founder and CEO of Civic, founder of Malaria No More, director of the White House Domestic Policy Council, assistant to the President of the United States, and the first director of the USA Freedom Corps, co-leader of the policy transition for President-elect Bush, vice chair of the Service Year Alliance, and these only name a fraction of his professional accomplishments. But moreover, and the real reason I am so proud that Bridge is receiving this high honor, is that it's his approach to his work. His approach to his work is singularly focused on the greater good. Nearly a decade ago, Bridge saw something in us, in William & Mary. We are a place of active and engaged citizen scholars. He motivated us and he inspired us to be more than we were, or even maybe more than we thought we could be.
Because of the College of William & Mary, dozens of colleges across the Commonwealth of Virginia are stepping up to provide service opportunities for their students to have an impact in boosting high school graduation rates in our low-performing schools, cleaning up national parks and rivers and public lands, and even ending malaria deaths in Africa. And eventually, millions of young people through colleges and universities across America will have more opportunities to serve their country and their world.
Before we confer the first of our honorary degrees, I just want to say on behalf of myself and the entire Board of Visitors, congratulations to the great class of 2016, which also includes my daughter. So congratulations, Caroline. John Bridgeland, please join us. John M. Bridgeland. Yours is a life spent building pathways for positive change in our world, from opening opportunities for an entire generation to help build a better nation and world as co-chair of the Service Year Alliance, to founding Malaria No More to fight that disease internationally, to being appointed to 2 key roles by 2 U.S. presidents. For your leadership in so many facets of civic engagement, William & Mary is proud to honor you.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Visitors and the ancient royal charter of the College of William & Mary in Virginia, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa.
She was awesome at William & Mary. I mean, obviously as an athlete, she was incredible. I played behind her in the midfield and got to serve her balls, and she scored a ton of goals for us. She was always a great partner, whether we were sitting in the caf for hours or studying together in our English classes. Anything we did was always fun.
A very lovable individual, and she's someone who's really made all of us here at William & Mary incredibly proud.
I think the evolution of her career has been, nothing short of amazing. I think she always had the coach in her. Her dad was one of the most dynamic coaches I've ever learned from, and she really is so much like him.
She had a choice to make between staying in a job that was well paid, but she wasn't particularly in love with it, and becoming a part-time soccer coach for a meager amount. And she had to make a choice to stay where she was or go for her dream. And she chose to go for her dream, and now she's a world champion. Incredible.
And along each step of the way, you could just see her, her passion and her ability to be in the public and all those kinds of things just grow and grow and grow to the point where it's not a surprise that she's coaching the national team and the Olympic team.
Well, one of the really important aspects of a coach is building team chemistry, and Jill did a remarkable job of blending those young players in, keeping players like Abby Wambach and Christy Rampone, and she managed that, which I thought was a tremendous achievement.
She is at the pinnacle of her career in a sport that's gaining massive popularity in the US, but she did something that very few people will ever do in their lifetime, and I think that there's a real appreciation of that amongst everybody, and she's been a phenomenal role model for so many people around the world and our college.
She's still a very, very level-headed individual. She's got her priorities right. She's part of a wonderful family. We're just incredibly proud of everything that she's achieved and will continue to achieve.
This program has been so successful. It's won Olympic gold medals. It was ranked #1 in the world when I took it over. But we hadn't won a World Cup in a long time. So to make the decision to step into this environment, knowing that you're going to have 30 million people looking at you, 30 million opinions, half of them criticizing you, you have to just kind of internalize and rely on the things that you know and you believe in. And so I had a great education that allowed me to sit in a room and speak to soccer players, parents, business people, CEOs. That education helped me feel comfortable in that environment. That is something that you should embrace and not live ever wondering or doubting, but taking that leap and get it done.
Jill Ellis, please join us. Jillian A. Ellis, you are in all things a champion. Go ahead, you clap. At every stage, your life has been marked by great success. All-American for the Tribe, National Women's College Coach of the Year, World Cup champion, and International Women's Coach of the Year. For a life already filled with tremendous accomplishments and the promise of many, many more to come, your alma mater is extremely proud to honor you.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Visitors and the ancient royal charter of the College of William & Mary in Virginia, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Jill, Coach Ellis, please come speak to us.
All right, it's game day. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor, Mr. Rector, Mr. President, honorable faculty, and distinguished guests for this truly remarkable honor. It is great to be back in the Berg. First, let me congratulate the team behind the team. Friends, family, faculty, let's give you guys huge props and a big thank you for all your support of this enthusiastic and for sure now smarter group of students. Graduates, let's thank your support team. Okay, now to the all-stars. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2016. Today is a tremendous accomplishment. You have successfully navigated the rigors of academia at the College of Knowledge. And in doing so, you are now forever linked to one of the oldest and most prestigious learning institutions in the world. Well done. When I was asked to be the commencement speaker, my first reaction was, really? Me? I mean, come on. I chase balls around the field for a living. And this place has had Supreme Court justices, presidents, prime ministers, a queen, secretaries of state, and now a soccer coach. So, needless to say, I was a little intimidated to stand here where so many notables have stood, but then my competitive spirit got going, and I said, you know, I've done something that those people have not. I graduated from the College of William and Mary. I have tried pride. I have walked Crimdell, studied in Tucker, barfed in DuPont. Crammed at SWEM on the 3rd floor, might I add. Chugged at Paul's Deli, chowed at the cheese shop. I am proudly one of you, and I am thrilled to be a part of your special day. So much so that I would love to do a selfie with you guys. That's getting posted right now. Okay, I confess, I don't recall what my commencement speaker spoke about at my graduation. So I refuse to be one of a long line of graduation speeches that don't get recalled. So I'll start and finish with 2 words: be bold. I really want these words to stick with you guys. So I want us to say them together. You ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Be bold. There it is, your takeaway from a graduation speech. 2 simple words that have served me and will serve you very well. I'm an English major, so here is Webster's definition of bold: of a person, action, or idea showing an ability to take risks, be confident, be courageous. We haven't met, although I did meet some of you at Paul's last night. But I know you're confident, courageous, and willing to take risks. I know this because of all the schools you could have picked to attend, you chose this one. A school that would push you, challenge you, question you. So I stand here, not with definitive pearls of wisdom, but as someone who stood where you are today, on the launching pad of your next big adventure. You have just completed a very structured, organized part of your life. You were told what was required of you, understood the rules, knew where to be, and mastered what you needed to know to be able to sit here proudly in your cap and gown. You had a blueprint and you followed it. But after today, you have no fixed map, no blueprint to follow. It is yours to build and chart. But I'm here to reassure you that each of us has an internal compass. And the past 4 years here, maybe without you realizing it, have calibrated your compass. The tools you have learned and sharpened here will prepare you for the next chapter. It was here I found my voice, built lasting friendships, realized that pressure actually brought out the best in me. And when I sat here where you sit today on my graduation day, I acknowledged that hard work and struggle are the cornerstones of accomplishment. As I see it, there are two groups of you here today. Some of you have picked out your next major destination. You've already set your GPS and plotted your course. Maybe it's grad school. Maybe you have a job lined up. Let's hope, parents. Or an internship. Or maybe you're off to the Peace Corps like Casey Doomer. But for the other 95% of you, and by the way, if you're an English major, that applies to all of you. For the other 95% of you, you face the daunting question, holy crap, where do I go from here? Well, there is no right or wrong approach to navigating your life. And in fact, at various moments, you will, as I did, explore both routes, the structured and the unstructured. The important part is that you embrace and enjoy the challenges, and you realize you do not travel alone. Just take a minute and think of how many people have been on this road to this point with you. Roommates, teammates, TAs, professors, coaches, and family. What I remember most from my time at William & Mary are indeed the people, the journeymen who traveled with me on my path, my teammates who are here today. Thanks for coming. Dr. John Charles, who believed in the potential of a shy English kid. My English professor, Nathaniel Elliott, who fostered my love of prose. And Coach John Daly, who until today didn't realize the $5,000 scholarship he offered me my senior year was a third of my father's family income. And that blessing allowed an immigrant family the funds to secure a green card. And lastly, my parents, who sat in these very bleachers and beamed with the same pride that I see in your family and friends' faces today. For those of you already with that planned destination, understand this: it is the wrong turns, the roadblocks, and the flat tires that will be the most valuable part of your journey. It's because those moments will change you. Once I was hired as the women's national team coach, my objective was very clear, my path very direct: win the World Cup. There was no margin for error. Silver medal wouldn't cut it. The team was historically very successful and ranked #1 in the world. But it had been 16 years since our country had won a World Cup. For us to become world champions, I felt we needed to try a different path. And so I put together a schedule that was challenging and unfamiliar. I wanted to stretch them by making them uncomfortable. I took them to Brazil in their off-season. We weren't sharp. We were booed by 18,000 people, and we lost. I then took them to France after an intensive preseason fitness camp. We struggled. We were fatigued. We were booed by 12,000 fans, and we lost. But it was in those losses that we learned how far we needed to come. We were humbled by the sting of defeat, and it motivated us. We learned tactically what we needed to improve, and we learned how to stick together and have each other's backs. Unequivocally, without those failures, we would not have been crowned world champions last summer. I told the players, the 4 weeks, all right. I I told the players the 4 weeks in Canada were going to be like a pressure cooker. But because we had dealt with hardships, been stretched to the point of breaking, we absorbed the pressure, filtered out the distractions, and got it done. William & Mary helped me prepare for that stage, as it will you. I was asked all the time, how did you deal with the pressure, the expectation of a nation? Well, what I learned here is that pressure is an honorable component of something important. Pressure means it is valuable to you. And if it has value, it will bring out the best in you. So honor the responsibility, throw your arms around it, and embrace the pressure. If these professors and your fellow students and the environment made you uncomfortable at times, thank them for it. It has helped you get ready for the pressure cooker of life. How I got to be the women's national team coach is a journey that should encourage that other 95% of you who have yet to figure out what the heck you're doing. Sometimes a career is a process of elimination. Sometimes it's someone you know opening a door for you. And sometimes it's being pulled in a direction you're unsure of. The rationale might differ, but whatever you end up doing, you have to trust yourself and be authentic. You will be selected because of what you bring to the table. Stay loyal to your individuality. I never even started out wanting to be a coach. Remember, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Back then, it was not a solid career choice. Security, salary were lacking in female sports. And actually, there's still a lot of room for improvement in that regard. Retrospectively, I think passion steered me towards this journey. At every major juncture in my life, I realized that I chose the route that appeared to be less comfortable, higher risk. I chose to be bold. At 16, I was about to finish school in England, and my parents made a decision to move to America. I had a choice: stay in the UK with my friends and prepare to sit my O-level exams, or head to the US to begin a new life. I dreamed of America. After some grad work at 23, I became a technical writer. Worked for a large corporation, had a mortgage, an Acura, felt I was doing quite well for myself. Then I got a job offer to become an assistant coach at the University of Maryland. Wait for it, $6,000 a year. Well, my mother was absolutely freaking horrified. My dad, who's a coach, was like, go for it. I took a leap of faith and followed passion over a paycheck. I enjoyed being an assistant coach, but I longed to lead. And later, after 12 successful years as the head coach at UCLA, I sought to change the view. I could have settled in and planned to retire at UCLA, but I was ready to gain a new perspective and left that security to join US Soccer as the Director of Development. Boldness is not rash, nor arrogant, or without humility. Being bold is trusting yourself, being yourself, and challenging yourself. When the biggest, most prestigious job in my profession opened, I'd be lying to say that I leapt at it without hesitation. I assessed, sought advice, and then when ready, trusted myself that everything I was to this point would be good enough. When you reach your planned destination, here's what's going to happen. You will enjoy it briefly, and then you will be ready to move, to plot another course, seek another goal. Perhaps it is tackling another project, maybe writing a book, confronting an injustice, expanding your family. Whatever the next step may be, you are wired to seek what is beyond in front of you. Although this institute is over 300 years old, the College of William & Mary demanded from each of us that we don't live in the past, and that we aspire to be current and relevant to the world. You leave here with an expanded mind, and I hope a richer soul. I could touch on being a compassionate member of society or of paying it forward, but because of what this school embodies, I believe you understand social responsibility and what it is to be a good citizen. So, what's next? I am moving on. When I met with my team in January of this year, I said to them, congratulations, you got to the summit of your sport last summer. But there is a reason why summits are small and the air is thin. Because you cannot dwell on a summit. Nobody gets to the top of Everest and hangs out there for a week. You get up there, you enjoy the view briefly, and you move on. For us, the challenge is to be the first team to win Olympic gold on the back of having won a World Cup. It has never been done. Today, you have summited. You have reached a major destination, and we celebrate your achievement. Take a moment to pause and enjoy the view. And then when you're ready, move on and be bold. Thank you, class of 2016.
Jill, absolutely perfect, marvelous. It will not be forgotten, and not simply because of the first in history selfie from a commencement speaker. That was magnificent. Ladies and gentlemen, the William and Mary Choir, under the direction of Jamie Armstrong, the choir is always spectacular. Choir. Beautiful choir. We now move to awards and prizes. There is an insert in your commencement program detailing the accomplishments of those about to be honored. My words about each will be a mere suggestion of their wonders. We have some distance to travel on awards, and I plan to move along at a frisky pace. The Lord Botetourt Medal, established in 1772 for the honor and encouragement of literary merit, goes to the graduating senior with the greatest distinction in scholarship. Today, the Botetourt Medal goes to Isaac Gregory Alty. Isaac, you graduate today, heading to medical school as a member of Phi Beta Kappa, a double major in chemistry and ancient Greek, with a near perfect GPA of 3.9974. That is virtually impossible to do. Your research has led to scholarly publications. You will be recognized tomorrow with the William George Guy Award as the most outstanding graduating senior in chemistry. Isaac, well done. Yeah. The James Frederick Carr Memorial Cup goes to the graduating senior who best combines the qualities of character, scholarship, and leadership. James Carr came to William and Mary in 1914, served with distinction in the First World War, and lost his life before he could return to college. This year, the Carr Cup belongs to Ebony Alana Lambert. Ebony. Ebony is a double major in psychology and Africana studies. You have combined your academic prowess with a commitment to help the campus build a more welcoming and inclusive community, especially in the area of race relations. You've served as Vice President of the Black Student Organization, been a member of our Task Force on Race and Race Relations, and led as Presidents of Essence Women of Color. You entered William and Mary as a dual Monroe and Sharp Scholar and embarked on research early with an emphasis on how students experience race on campus. Well done, Ebony.
Really well done.
The 21st Chancellor of the College was Margaret the Lady Thatcher. An award in her name goes to a graduate or professional student of outstanding scholarship, service, and character. This year's Thatcher recipient is Kerrigan Rose Mahoney from the School of Education. Kerrigan, your passion for learning, teaching, and scholarship has been obvious since you first joined the School of Education's PhD program in Curriculum and Educational Technology. You led a team of faculty, school administrators, and teachers to develop the William and Mary Educational Review, an online peer-reviewed journal. You served on the School of Education Strategic Planning Committee, volunteered with Literacy for Life, and helped create and organize the Student Writing Retreat. Kerrigan, we're delighted to present you with the Thatcher Award.
This is it.
In memory of Algernon Sidney Sullivan, the New York Southern Society recognizes 2 students in the graduating class and 1 other person with close ties to the college. And we recognize them for their heart, mind, and helpfulness to others. The student winners of this year's Sullivan Awards are Julia Susanna Canny and Gabriel Todd Morey. Julia, as a strong and compassionate advocate for survivors of sexual assault, you have dedicated enormous amounts of time and energy to their support. As a freshman, you joined health outreach peer educators and have been a strong force in their work. You've been active in mitigating risk within the campus's Greek community, and your work at the Haven has been extraordinarily effective. Gabriel, you spearheaded an effort to build a campus culture that sees bicycles not only as means of transportation, but also as a means of education. You founded our Bike Campus Alliance and helped create the curriculum for a course on bicycling basics, which has been adopted by the kinesiology department. You've been a tour guide, a member of the Spotswood Society, and a leader described as one of the very best of our tribe. Julia and Gabriel, your alma mater is proud of you. The third recipient of the Sullivan Award is Wendy Urbano. Wendy, please join me. Wendy, you have loyally served the William and Mary community for more than 30 years. You started your career in the Dean of Students office, where you came to the aid of students who needed some extra guidance. As manager of the academic and degree progress for the university's registrar's office, you've helped faculty and staff navigate the sometimes murky waters of the university's academic policies and procedures. One faculty nominator noted that you do your job with grace, wit, and compassion, never forgetting that there is a person on the other end of the transaction. This nominator went on to say, Wendy does not just go the extra mile, but she goes the extra marathon on a regular basis. Really wonderful, Wendy. In honor of Thomas A. Graves, Jr., who retired in 1985, after almost 14 years as president of William and Mary, the Graves Award recognizes sustained excellence in teaching. This year we have 2 very distinguished recipients, Philip Dayleader and John Graves. Professors Dayleader and Graves, please join me. Philip Dayleader, sustained excellence is a phrase used to describe your teaching. Because you are a medievalist, you teach difficult material. Yet students from across the campus beg, borrow, and steal to get into your crusades and medieval history classes. You have become a beloved teacher and advisor at William and Mary while maintaining a rigorous research and publication schedule and serving as department chair. John Graves, you are an innovative and highly effective educator, a world-class fisheries scientist, and a stellar public servant of William & Mary as a whole and our School of Marine Biology. As a teacher and mentor at our university for more than 25 years, you've dedicated your career to giving students the opportunities and support they need to excel in science, and your research has resulted in over 90 peer-reviewed publications in leading scientific journals. Professors Day, Leader, and Graves, we are proud to honor each of you with the Thomas Ashley Graves Jr. Award for Sustained Excellence in Teaching. Annually, an endowment from Charles and Ann Duke supports an award to an outstanding staff member in memory of Mr. Duke's parents, who served William & Mary marvelously in myriad capacities for many years. This year's recipient of the Duke Award is Lydia Whitaker. Lydia, please stand. Now, as usual, I forgot one thing. You see this cup, still here. I forgot to point out to Ebony that her name has already been inscribed on the Botetourt cup. I was supposed to hand it to her and then tell her I had to have it back. I hope that's the only thing I've forgotten so far. Our student speaker is chosen in an enormously competitive process. The winner this year is Seth Opoku Yuboa. Seth graduates today with a degree in government. Seth, where are you? Seth, come dazzle us.
So I spent last night with one of my friends, Dan Ackerman, thinking of jokes I could use to open up my speech today. But when I got home, I saw an email from Donna Mirsky that changed my entire opening. Donna was the mother of a fraternity brother of mine who passed away last year. Most people who know me know that I'm not an emotional person, but that email opened the floodgates and I couldn't help but cry for a while. I want to dedicate this speech to Alec Mirsky, to his mom Donna, his father Rich, his sister Alyssa. I would also like to dedicate this to every other member of the tribe who left us too early and was not able to finish the journey we are completing today. Do you ever find yourself walking with a pebble in your shoe? This happens to me a lot. I've tried many things to make walking more comfortable, but nothing has worked. I still find myself pausing to remove pebbles from my shoe. I brought this up in a phone conversation with my dad one day. He joked, "Maybe it's life conspiring against you to make sure that you're always unsettled." Thanks, Dad. For 3 years, his joke remained buried in the back of my mind. But what was a sarcastic thanks 3 years ago became a genuine one when I started writing this speech. Thanks, Dad. You see, college has placed many pebbles in our own shoes, from bad first dates to emotionally draining dialogue on mental health and racism. College affords us a chance to break out of our comfort zones. We can confront the pebbles in our own shoe by acknowledging opinions different than ours. We must engage with the world around us to learn anything at all, and to engage with that world means challenging our own beliefs. These experiences help us become well-rounded people, but they may also cause us to retreat further into our closed-minded perspectives. Unfortunately, I've seen too much of the latter during my time at William & Mary. I myself often falling victim to it. We have all used college to focus on our future careers or even sometimes as an escape from reality. For me, it was mostly the latter. I cared about world issues, but I was not acting on my concern. I was more focused on having fun. This is dangerous because I can suspend reality, but it doesn't mean that issues such as mental health, homophobia, drug abuse, or sexual assault does not exist. I can refuse to direct attention to this, but it does not change those realities. It is a dangerous way to live, to know and to care, but not do anything. University, William & Mary especially, gives us the ability to act on so many issues close to us. But I was selfish, and I shirked my responsibility. Sometimes we avoid conversations because we are afraid that we are wrong or that we will displease someone. And while that is a natural inclination, it was not the point of these last 4 years. This is not to say that strong opinions are unacceptable, but what is letting those strong opinions stop us from learning, from growing personally and professionally. The college provides these opportunities, but we sometimes separate ourselves, leaving them untapped. We need to change our views in light of good arguments and evidence. We need not come to college to reinforce what we already believed. That would be a waste of both time and money. But we limit our exposure from the friends we have to the news we read to the classes we take. Somehow we have found a way to live life free from necessary challenge, free from necessary tension, and free from necessary discomfort. But like I said, this is not the reason we came to college, and especially not the reason that we picked William & Mary. College is a place to be vulnerable and challenge our worldviews. It is an important process meant to pass our beliefs and assumptions through a filter. If we have never been forced to defend our beliefs, then we are not truly educated. These conversations may prove that your beliefs were right, and they may prove that you are wrong. We will not know unless we listen. We came here to have that challenge, to encounter that tension, and to feel that discomfort. We should come away from the college knowing how to question others, but also ourselves. So, what will you walk away with from William & Mary? A diploma, a new perspective, a souvenir from the Greenleaf? I'll tell you what I'll take away. In addition to the hold on my account, I will walk away proud to have a pebble in my shoe, proud to have been challenged by my experiences at the college. I will embrace this pebble as a way to expand and develop my wisdom, and I urge every one of you to do the same, because we will be better for it. The pebble is not a reminder of our limitations, but a representation of what can be. We are graduating from an institution that places us in the best position to mold a better world. We are carrying a 323-year-old baton, passed through courage and action. Let's not drop it because we are afraid to untether ourselves from our comfort zone. William & Mary has given each of us a pebble. Here at the college, we have begun the rest of our lives. As we embark on this next chapter of our journey, we need not take our pebbles out. Walk with the pebble. Walk with the necessary tension. Walk with the discomfort. As my dad said, the pebble is put in your shoe by life, there to unsettle you. Class of 2016, we must accept life's challenge by walking with our discomfort instead of running from it. Do not seek refuge in the comforts of closed-minded perspectives. Only by doing this can we truly contribute to society and create the world we all wish to see. Thank you.
Seth, thank you for those wise and powerful words. All right, everybody, at last the time has come to confer degrees. William & Mary is about to graduate the second class from our joint degree program with St. Andrews University in Scotland. Today, graduates of this program who spent this year at William & Mary will receive their half of the degree. In June, they will receive the St. Andrews half. Then they will have a whole degree from both universities, and they will become full-fledged card-carrying alumni and alumni of both St. Andrews and William & Mary. Two of these students designed an elegant coat of arms for the joint degree, which has since been blessed by Scotland's Guardian of Heraldry. Take a look at it on page 8 of your program. Graduates of the joint degree with St. Andrews, please stand. A representative from St. Andrews is with us today, Kostas Theophiris, and we are delighted he is here. Election to membership in academic honor societies at William & Mary is a major feat. Please stand if you have been inducted into Phi Beta Kappa, Order of the Coif, Beta Gamma Sigma, or Kappa Delta Pi. Thank you. Provost Holleran, on with the degrees.
Thank you, Mr. President. To the class of 2016, congratulations. We will begin with the conferral of doctoral degrees. Will all candidates for doctoral degrees please rise and approach the stage? Kate Conley, Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Sciences, will present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Arts and Sciences.
Thank you, Provost Halloran. There are 33 doctoral degrees being awarded in Arts and Sciences. 25 of the candidates are able to be with us today. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Arts and Sciences, please come forward. Megan Bryant. Elizabeth Cook. Donna Dodenhoff. Charles Thomas Fancher. Nicolette Gable. Daniel George Graham. Jennifer Lynn Hancock. James Hill. Jesse Lockley. Mario Linares Vasquez. Kathleen Dorothy Moore. Edmund James Novak. Jungri Chin. Elizabeth Lee Radu. Martin Rodriguez Vega. Hellis Sick. Jenna Simpson. Charles Allen Wallace. Sin Wong. Zen Wong. Ling Fei Wu. Hai Tao Shu, Zhang Shu, Feng Yang, Dun Zong,
John T. Wells, Dean of the School of Marine Science, will present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Marine Science.
There are 6 doctoral degrees being awarded in marine science. 5 of the candidates are with us today. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Marine Science, please come forward. Tin Chi Solomon Chek. Cassandra Nicole Glaspie. Herman Wesley Hudson III. Anna Elizabeth Murphy. Megan Ann Wood.
Rick Grizzard, Chancellor Professor of Education, will present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education and Doctor of Education.
There are 30 candidates for doctoral degrees in education. 27 of the candidates are with us today. The candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education and Doctor of Education, please come forward. Catherine Gross Adanasoff. Deborah Ann Camoy Butler. Denise Citraelli Jones. Patricia Ann Costas. R. Shannon Finnegan. Jill Rochelle Gatens. Pamela Nadine Harris. Jessica Walker Hench. Felicia B. Highland. Richard Allen Hodges. It looks like I'm out of sequence here. Paige Hendricks, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. James Warren Hunter. Christopher Joseph Kelly. Natalie Elizabeth Lytle Trace. Kerrigan Rose Mahoney. Sakavat Mamadov. Lindsay Pinnell Myers. Deneen Miller. Yolandra Dolores Naper. Justine Rebecca Okerson. Amy Lawrence Runge. Bernadette Yvonne Smith. Bettina Stout. Kristen Lane Tarantino. Lee Vreeland. Yvonda Chantel Watts-Martinez. And last but certainly not least, Amy Elizabeth Williams.
Candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education, please rise. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Visitors of the College of William and Mary in Virginia, I confer upon each of you as appropriate the degree of Doctor of Philosophy or Doctor of Education, and welcome you into the ancient and honorable community of scholars. Please sit.
Davison M. Douglas, Dean of the Law School, will present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Laws and the Doctor of Jurisprudence.
Mr. Provost, there are 26 candidates for the degree of Master of Laws and 225 candidates for the degree of Doctor of Jurisprudence. Will those who are present here today please stand?
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon each of you as appropriate the degree of Master of Laws or Doctor of Jurisprudence, and declare that you are well prepared to protect and advance the rule of law in this country and other countries. Congratulations.
Rick Grizzard will present the candidates for the Educational Specialist degree and the degrees of Master of Art in Education and Master of Education.
There are 10 candidates for the Educational Specialist degree, 87 for Master of Arts in Education, and 47 for Master of Education. Those present, please rise.
By the authority vested in me, I confer upon each of you as appropriate the degree of Educational Specialist, Master of Arts in Education, or Master of Education, and declare that you are well prepared to nurture the schools of our Commonwealth and nation. Congratulations.
Dean Connolly will present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science, Master of Arts, and Master of Public Policy.
There are 40 candidates for the degree of Master of Science, 27 for Master of Arts, and 20 for the Master of Public Policy. Those present, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon each of you as appropriate the degree of Master of Science, Master of Arts, or Master of Public Policy, and declare that you have successfully completed advanced study in your disciplines and are now prepared to lead in them. Congratulations.
Dean Wells will present the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Marine Science.
There are 11 candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Marine Science. Those present, please rise.
Ah, good. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science and declare that you have successfully completed advanced study in marine science and are well prepared to lead in that sphere. Congratulations.
Lawrence B. Pulley, Dean of the Mason School of Business, will present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Business Administration and Master of Accounting.
There are 195 candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration and 112 for Master of Accounting. Will those present please rise?
The first balloon has been launched. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon each of you, as appropriate, the degree of Master of Business Administration or Master of Accounting, and declare that you are now well prepared to lead in the spheres of business and finance. Congratulations.
There are 1,662 candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. The deans will now present the baccalaureate candidates by field of interest or concentration. Dean Pulley will present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, please rise as I introduce your concentration and then be seated. Accounting. Please rise. Thank you. Finance. Thank you. Marketing. Thank you. Process management and consulting. Thank you.
Candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Arts, please rise as I introduce your concentration and then be seated. Africana Studies. Thank you. American Studies. Thank you. Anthropology. Thank you. Art and Art History. Thank you. Biology. Thank you. Chemistry. Thank you. Classical Studies, including Greek, Latin, and Classical Civilization. Thank you. Computer Science. Thank you. Economics. Thank you. Elementary Education. Thank you. English. Thank you. I've lost my place for a minute. Gender, Sexuality, and Women's Studies. Thank you. Geology. Thank you. Global Studies, including European Studies, Latin American Studies, Asian and Middle Eastern Studies, and Russian and post-Soviet Studies. Thank you. Government. Thank you. History. Thank you. Interdisciplinary studies, including environmental science and policy, linguistics, literary and cultural studies, film studies, medieval and Renaissance studies, and neuroscience. Thank you. International relations. Thank you. Kinesiology and health sciences. Thank you. Mathematics. Thank you. Modern languages and literatures, including Chinese, French, German, and Hispanic studies. Thank you. Music. Thank you. Philosophy. Thank you. Physics. Thank you. Psychology. Thank you. Public policy. Thank you. Religious studies. Thank you. Sociology. Thank you. Theater, speech, and dance. Thank you.
Now, all candidates for bachelor's degrees, please stand as one great tribe united. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Visitors of the College of William and Mary in Virginia, I hereby confer upon you, as appropriate, the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Arts, or Bachelor of Science, and I welcome you into the community of educated men and women well prepared to make a difference for the better in our communities, states, and nations. Congratulations. For hundreds of years, William and Mary people have served with distinction, first in colonial and then in United States Armed Forces. That tradition today is represented by our Army ROTC program. Yesterday, the Army commissioned 18 new second lieutenants from among our class of 2016. Please stand. William and Mary has a long tradition of preparing public school teachers, kindergarten through 12th grade, to serve Virginia and the rest of the nation. Please stand if you have received teaching certification and receive our thanks. To recognize the growing global reach of William & Mary, I ask that all our international students and all our graduates who have studied, worked, or served abroad during their careers at William & Mary, please stand. Now that is quite something. As you all know, William & Mary is now the public university with the greatest percentage of our undergraduates studying abroad at some point during their college careers. All right, everyone, be of good cheer. We are near the end. But, according to the program, the President has the last word. I am supposed to impart some final words of wisdom, and I do have the mic. But at this point in the commencement proceedings each year, I feel like the corpse at an Irish wake. You need me to have the party, but you do not expect me to say anything. So this will be mercifully brief. I take as my text an age-old question: is it possible to be old and bold? In this instance, I am not referring to myself. That is a subject for another day. I refer to William & Mary, now in her 323rd year. That's old. Indeed, few universities in the world can claim as long a life as the alma mater of the nation. And we do cherish our storied history and our marvelous traditions, even as we stumble over our venerable brick walks. That is, stumble if they're dry, float if they're wet. Most human institutions, corporations, cultural organizations have much shorter lives than William & Mary has already had. Often they barely outlive the creativity and energy of their founders. Think about it. How many corporations or symphonies or zoos have lasted more than a century? The list is small. Most colleges and universities, on the other hand, have serious staying power. They're close to indestructible often. Perhaps this is because schools are continually renewed as fresh waves of students join them each year to reinvigorate the community. As new professors come to the faculty, as new questions emerge from research, as new ideas and discoveries are engaged in classrooms. Perhaps, too, universities are long-lived because they're much more able than corporations to hunker down and survive bad times, even brutally bad times. Sometimes schools survive because people simply won't let colleges and universities with glorious histories die. That was certainly true for William & Mary after the Civil War. People simply would not let the alma mater of Thomas Jefferson, John Marshall, James Monroe, John Tyler die. Even when the campus lay in ruins, students and faculty were scattered, and the endowment was lost. But you can't keep flourishing if all you've got is a glorious past, and in days gone by, a capacity to rise from the flames. You also have to be doing significant things right this red-hot moment. Schools in the early 21st century must have the right stuff to do important deeds now, because great universities are always under construction or they cease being great. And great universities, to stay under construction, do have the capacity to be bold, to take well-considered risks, to be the rare duck, unlike all the other fowl in their species. That's us. So it's possible to be old and bold if you're William and Mary. And class of 2016, your alma mater is doing very bold things these days, and that bodes well for the future. But the future can't be assumed, it's got to be earned, so all of us have an obligation to pass on William and Mary's great inheritance to the generations that follow us, not just intact, but enhanced by our support for one another and for alma mater. We are one tribe. So stick together, class of 2016, stick together. Stay connected. Connect with other William and Mary people wherever you are around the globe. Wear your green and gold in public with pride. Come back to campus often and be bold yourselves. All right, it's time for a rousing cheer, a roaring salute to our royal progenitors, King William and Queen Mary, and then to the marvelous class of 2016. Without our royal progenitors, we wouldn't be here. So we'll cheer first for them to remind them that we do care about them. Then we'll cheer for this great class. We're going to do it in a call and response fashion, not hard. We'll start with William. And everybody to my left, that's that way, is going to cheer for William. And everybody to my right, going to cheer for Mary. If you don't know what side you're on, don't worry about it. Cheer for either or both. All right, I'm going to call for this cheer, and it works really well if you all respond robustly. If you don't, we have to do it again. So this side, ready? It's going to be William 3 times in honor of King William. All right, a cheer in honor of our royal father, King William. And for our royal mother, Mary. They are very pleased. And now, the marvelous class of 2016, and the cheer will be 2016, 2016, 2016. And this is everybody. A cheer for the great class of 2016. 2016, 2016, 2016. Now it is time to sing the alma mater, and while the song is going on, the symbolic chain of class office will pass from Johann C. Whitaker, President of the class of 2016. He wasn't president of the class, he was president of the student body. The whiff of the program. Who's the president of class? Mark Bland, yes, of course. I know that, Mark. From Mark Bland to Ebony Brown, president of class of 26. No, still got that wrong? You know, I got almost through this thing. Anyway, the symbolic chain of office will move from one worthy member of our body politic to another. And after that happens, and the alma mater has been sung, the platform party will leave the hall. Everybody else, please stay where you are so I can officially close the academic year. Now, the alma mater appears on page 11 of the program. Turn to page 11, on the off chance you don't remember the words or all of them. Alma mater to do well when everybody sings. It really doesn't matter whether you sing well or not. Everybody sings. So let's go to page 11, get the words, stand. Let's really raise the rafters. The choir will lead us.
Hark the students' voices swelling, strong and true and clear. Alma maters love their telling, ringing far and near. William and Mary, loved of old, hark upon the gale. Hear the thunder of our chorus, Alma mater hail. God our Father, hear our voices, listen to our cry. Bless the college of our fathers, let her never die. William and Mary, loved of old, hark upon the gale. Hear the thunder of our chorus, Alma mater hail. William and Mary, loved of old, hark upon the gale. Hear the thunder of our chorus, Alma mater
Good work, Mark. All right, if everybody will sit while the platform party departs.
Beneath thy trees, within thy halls, dear college, we give praise to thee, to pledge ourselves whate'er befalls, to pledge unfailing loyalty. Our hearts are with thee, dear William and Mary, however far we stray. Our noble college, hear us now, thy children sing to thee today. Dear college, old in years and fame, and richly old in honors too, time shall not dull the shining name, whose gleam our songs will e'er renew. And as years go by, dear William and Mary, thy fame will never cease. But each new year rejoice to see thy children's praise to thee increase. We honor thee not for our gain, but to make known thy majesty, thy truth and courage that remain, however harsh the fates may be. As through troublous years, dear William and Mary, our country fought, so thou hast fought, and won and lived to hear thy children singing to thee now. O thou our guardian and our guide, renew our courage every hour, and keep thy spirit by our side, to aid us with his watchful power throughout
now that the symbolic emblems of office have been exchanged, despite me, and the recessional is complete, I declare that the 2015-16 session in the 323rd year of the College of William and Mary is closed, but I see something strange over there.